Hello everyone, this is Shreya from Shreya's Academy. Hope my screen is visible to you all. Okay, so today's topic is how to read a newspaper. How to read a newspaper for UPSC CS. Okay, so um, before starting with the topic, let me tell you that basically how to read words. Every one of you know the phonics, the vowels, the consonants and all. Then you might be have studied how to read since your childhood in your school, in your college, and so on. So if you're able to learn read English, then yes, you can read a newspaper. So reading a newspaper, is that sufficient for you to clear the UPSC? The answer is no. Because reading is different. You start with the first page, you start with the first letter, you're reading entire newspaper, just reading, and ending at the last word of the newspaper. Yes, you're done with the reading. But does the competitive exam like UPSC require you to read a newspaper? No. It won't command, it won't tell you that to read a newspaper. So what it does, what it says, that you should analyze a newspaper. You should not read it. Okay, you should not just read a newspaper. You should analyze it. You should analyze the news. You should analyze the trend of what are the cause, what are the effect, what are the reason behind, or what can be the upcoming consequences of some relevant news. Okay, so provided that, considering that point, the topic of today won't be how to read a newspaper. It would be how to analyze a newspaper. Okay, so how to analyze a newspaper for a UPSC CSE. And when I'm saying a newspaper, means you are supposed to follow a single newspaper throughout your journey. You have to sort out which kind of newspaper, any national level newspaper, which will be there for you, which is available for you. Okay, which is affordable. Not only affordable, means like if you have if you want like on, if you are comfortable with online, take online. If you're comfortable with offline, take offline. But you should be known that the first thing is you should be having one kind of newspaper, a national level newspaper, which is not neglecting the important topics. Okay, important national and international issues. Such kind of newspaper you should be selecting. So the topic of the day is not how to read a newspaper. It is actually how to analyze a newspaper for UPSC CSC. Okay. Okay, done. So when you're reading a newspaper for the UPSC, you're not reading each and every page. As I mentioned earlier, you're not supposed to read the page. You are supposed to extract the information. Okay. You're supposed to extract the information out of it. Just reading is not sufficient. Reading is sufficient for the students. The news reading is different. Extracting, analyzing the news is different. For the students who are there in the schools or the colleges, news reading is enough for them. But for the competitive exams like UPSC, CSC, extracting is where the changes, which makes the big change. Okay, you're not supposed to read the newspaper. So next, for what you're supposed to extract for the prelims, mains, and essay, for prelims, mains, SSR interviews. Okay, in prelims, you will current affair questions for which you need to learn the you should need to extract the current affairs. You're not supposed to, means, for example, there is an article. I'll show you how you will be like like how you will sort out the important articles from the newspaper real time. I have not read today's newspaper. In front of you only, I will open the newspaper and sort out what are the important topics in front of you in few minutes, so that how to classify the information, the news articles which are relevant to the UPSC only, and reject exclude all the articles which are irrelevant for the preparation. Okay. So as I told you yesterday, you should take care of your brain. You should not overburden your brain with so lots of information. At the first instance, you will find some things important, and the second instance, you find it's not important because it's already registered in your brain. Once revise it, and then you should delete. Means actively you should add and delete information from your brain so that your brain will means contract, expand as per the needs, and more information will be saved in your brain in real time. Okay, your brain should work in ideal position 24/7. For that, the information should be added. At the same time, the irrelevant information should be deleted from your brain. Okay, so the ideal time for the for the newspaper for the day is 45 to 60 minutes. Okay, not more than that. Not more than that. But beginning, you will take more time. Sometimes it will for the first, if you're for the first time reading a newspaper, sometimes for the student it will take full day also. For the first time, if you're a beginner and reading newspaper for the first day, you will take a lot of time because it becomes difficult to classify what are the relevant information. So with the time, once you go through this video, you will be understanding what are the important points you should keep in your mind while reading a newspaper. So your job will be half done. Half job will be done when you are reading a newspaper regularly. When you are reading the newspaper regularly, you will be finding some common articles. Okay, some common articles will be there for which only small amount of information is added. So you don't go through that article again. You just see that what is addition has been made, and that additional point is added to your memory. Okay, that's it. Why I'm saying memory? Because when you're making notes for the current affairs, when you're making notes out of the news, when you're making notes out of the PIBs and all, you should make sure that you should store as less as possible information. Okay, you should refine as less as news as possible, because every day you will having so many different type kind of topics, so many different dimensions it will come. You cannot keep each and every, you cannot accommodate your brain for each and every topic. So you need to be very specific about choosing the articles, very specific about how to use that article. Okay, so without wasting time, let us go forward. The most important thing is the newspaper. Obviously, we should have the newspaper. Maybe it's online, maybe it's offline. Okay, you should be having a newspaper which you will be following throughout your journey. Maybe even in since after the interview also, means you will going to the from your preparation to during the exams. On the day of exam also, you are supposed to read a newspaper, because newspaper is not a hard book we should learn and keep it in your just making notes. That's it. It's a means it should become the way of life. It should become a part of your lifestyle. Okay. So the read only one newspaper consistently. The consistency should be maintained. Okay. Next, and the most important thing is the syllabus. Okay. The most important thing is syllabus. Until and unless you don't know what is your syllabus, you won't be able to know that what are the relevant topics. Okay. So the first thing you're supposed to know is the syllabus. You should be knowing not only what's GS, which article can come under the GS1, can come under GS2, GS3. Okay. What are the subtopics? In GS, we have other subtopics like history. In history, Indian national movement, non-corporation movement. In non-corporation movement, we have the leaders. In non-corporation movement, we have the places. Okay. So the syllabus should be thoroughly done. It should be thoroughly analyzed, so that, because the questions won't become like what is history, what is geography, what explain the significance. No, the questions will be on the sub topics of with very detail. The syllabus is breakdown into very detail, and that sub part will be asked as your question. So whenever you're opening a newspaper, you should be have the syllabus in your bag. It should, like, yes, make a virtual template in your brain, that In that template, make a sections for the GS1, for the GS2, for the GS3, for the GS4, for the essay, for the prelims. Okay, in that template, you just categorize. Just first fetch. Don't start reading at the first instant. Don't start reading at the first word. Okay, just first make that template, fetch the news, and just add on to that template. And I'm saying for the first instance, sometimes you feel it is relevant, and the second reading, when you start reading, you feel that it is not relevant. Okay, so that will come through the exercise. When you practice it again and again, it will come. But now, for the first, what you will do, you will prepare a template, a virtual template in your brain, and start fetching like a fish. Okay, what are the articles which will fit into the box of syllabus? Okay, so for that, you need to have a thorough analysis of your syllabus. If you don't have thorough analysis of your syllabus, it is not possible. Okay, so for that, you should have a thorough analysis of a syllabus. One thing I want to mention, that this video is for the students, not for the I want to name means who are in the preparation, who are just started, who's this year the first attempt. For them, I will call them beginners. And the students who have given the attempts have so much of knowledge, but feel that short of something, they are not able to clear the prelims or mains. Then I call them advanced level. And the students who have cleared the all means who had been through the prelims, who have been through the mains, who have but not able to make up at the interview. And for the students who have already cleared the interview but again want to prepare for the better grades. So the first level beginner, the first who are beginner, who is giving the first attempt, I call them beginners. And who have not able to clear the prelims or mains, I call them advanced level. And who have cleared the interview or not able to clear the interview, I call them pro. So this video is for the beginners and the advanced level. I request that the who are the pro students not invest the time on this video. This video is for the beginners and the advanced level only. So that in this moment you should be able every moment is important. So for that, I'm just I want to mention. And for the beginners, you need to be very thorough with this video. After you go through this video, you'll have a clear picture of how to read, not how not to read newspaper. You should be able to analyze how to extract information from the newspaper. Okay, not the articles, but the information should be extracted from the newspaper. And for the advanced level, students who are not able to make up because sometimes students, they are not able to understand how to handle the current affairs. Okay, especially for the newspaper. If you find that there is anything which is, if you feel that yes, there is something which is lefting out in this video, if you find your answer, then it's okay. But moreover, like, this video is for you if you are having the time, if you want to accommodate your time for, especially for UPS, for reading newspaper, then only please watch this video. If you are very thorough with the newspaper reading, if you have efficiency to how to extract the information and use it for the answer writing and the prelims, then please don't watch this video. You just you can continue with the next videos. Okay, so coming back, before opening the newspaper, so first thing you're supposed to, you should have your clear analysis of your syllabus. Okay, so when you have syllabus analysis, you have a templates prepared. When you have templates prepared, for the GS also, again, you have subsections. Okay, for the society, for the geography, for that the geography, Indian geography. Okay, you should make a tree diagram in your brain in which you are attaching each and every article. Next is reading the newspaper. Okay, so newspaper has some sort of order. That front page is for the some sort for this news. Second page you will have a state news. Then again we have some political news, some information news, education related news. There is a flow from which the newspaper has been arranged. Every newspaper has a different template. Every newspaper has a different way of presenting its information. Okay, articles. But for the exam, how you're supposed to read a newspaper? I have given the time also, time limit, but what amount of time you should invest. And this is at the pro level, means when you are done with understanding everything, then you will come to this 5 minutes point. But at the beginning, you will invest more time on it. Okay, I recommend not to spend more than 5 hours for the first, if you are reading for the newspaper. 5 to 6 hours. But if you're consistently reading even for the 1 week, the time will, you will see gradual the time will reduce. Okay, if you consistently read for even a 21 days, make a 21 days timetable. Okay, make a checklist of 21 days. Start reading newspaper every day. Okay, make a checklist 21 days. So it become a habit for you. It will come from the instant that yes, I need to read newspaper. So from the beginning, early in the morning, you will have that instinct that I need to read a newspaper. If not offline, then online. If not online, then offline. In any means, if not, I'm not able to fetch a news today, I will find the news from another website. Okay, some days what happened you during the festival season, you don't find a newspaper like in Ganesh Chaturthi, the Hindi newspaper is not available. So in such days, even though I should fetch the newspaper, that instinct should develop from you to you. Okay, so that will come, won't come in a day, won't come in a two, today. You develop that habit. You develop that habit. Make a first checklist of 21 days. Okay, make a checklist of 21 days. Start from today itself. Okay, कल करे सो आज करो, आज करे सब, कल में पहले होएगा बहुरी करेगा अब कब. So just after completing this video, you make a checklist of 21 days. Read a newspaper every day. Again, read a newspaper. Then read a newspaper. If you're not feeling that, yes, you don't get motivated to read a newspaper at the once, just try this thing that, bribe yourself by saying that I will give you treat. Okay? You treat yourself. If you have completed newspaper, yes, I will treat myself. Okay? Because you know why? When you're reading in the newspaper, when you're reading articles, you'll find very difficult words, different terminologies, different pattern. Okay, it's not the usual pattern you been with us in your schooling, in your colleges. Okay, you'll find different information. So in that, your brain will say, no, I can't do that. So further your brain, to encourage your brain, you to motivate your brain, just try to give some sort of treat for this 21 days. Okay, for this 21 days, just treat your brain that once if you read newspaper, I'm going to treat you this. If you read newspaper, I will give you the leisure for the 1 hour sleep. Was like it's dependent. It's like subjective to you, whatever you want. Okay, just bribe yourself for this 21 days and have the habit of reading newspaper. Okay, then you will see that the newspaper, when you are accumulating, when you're adding newspaper in your studies preparation, you will see the real change in your preparation. Okay, so coming back, then we have the first thing you're supposed to just read in this order. Okay, read in this order so that you won't miss out any topic for your preparation. Okay, if you're taking newspaper, one newspaper is enough, more than enough. If you want to accommodate, means if you want to add value add, then there is one more newspaper, the Indian Express also, along with the Hindu. Indian Express, the explain section is there, and also the economy section is there. The both section is very, very nice. The articles are really, really understandable. They are have a nice the template. If you're decoding the template of the answer, then the article you will having the ready-made answer for your answer writing also. Okay, you will have a ready-made content, a valuable current affairs integrated content for your answers also. So will be same for the editorial section of the Hindu also. Okay, so this is the order for which you are supposed to read the newspaper. Start with the first front page. Okay, read only national issues. When you are taking the front page, the front page is summary of whole pages, all complete overall picture is there. Like we'll find what are important news needs, like political, sports related, science related, education related, policy related, national, international, all the burning topics, all the highlighted topics will be set in the front page. Okay. Out of that, what you are supposed to read is the national issues, the issues which are related to the national importance. So what are you supposed to read? What are you supposed to read? Okay. What are you supposed to read is the information which is related to government policies, Supreme Court judgment. If you find such kind of information, if you find such kind of information which is directly addressing the government policy, which is directly addressing the Supreme Court judgment, it's talking about the parliament laws, Any amendments? Is there any international agreement? For example, day before yesterday, we have thought about, I have mentioned about the Prime Minister visit to Indonesia. Okay, today we had the news about the India Prime Minister meeting with Australian counterpart. Okay, so international agreement, for example, it's related to WHO. It may be related to WHO or anything. Okay, not means if you have been through the syllabus, you will be see these topics are mentioned in our syllabus. Okay, they have mentioned that yes, the government policies. They have mentioned about the government policies. They mention about the Supreme Court. Okay, Supreme Court judgment, the Parliament, international agreement, environment, ecology. They have mentioned it's not out of the syllabus. Okay, so these are topics are from the syllabus. Whatever the issues which are relevant to the national importance, which are there in the syllabus of the UPSC, you should consider that. You should, and I'm saying again, you're not reading this right now. You're not reading right now. You're just fetching what are the relevant articles. Okay, you have fetched the article which is related to government policies, Supreme Court judgment, Parliament, international relations, environment, economy, and science and tech as well. Okay. Science and tech also, they don't go very theoretically into the topic, but yes, some science and technology invention which is impacting the policy law, which is again impacting the the uh, daily life of a normal person. Okay, such kind of articles you will be learning. Okay, then what to ignore? Yes, if you see the general media, means general newses, you will see this newses are being highlighted a lot. Okay, so these are the newses, the murder news, who had made the murder, who did the robbery, political speeches, which are radical in nature, which is not at all neutral in nature. So you should avoid such news. No news related to murder, no news related to robbery, no news related to the political speech, celebrity event, any local event, you should avoid. Okay, so because UPSC won't be wasting their time in such kind of questions. They won't be asking that what are the words used by the local politician in so and so election speech. Okay, instead they will be asking the issue of freebies. Okay, the issue of freebies, that how the election promises of freebies are impacting the policy and the fiscal state of the state, physical condition of the state. Okay, physical condition, fiscal condition of the state, the financial situation of the nation, the financial which how the freebies are impacting the budget of the state. Okay, instead of asking the murder, they will be asking what are if the like prominent act. Okay, so what are the prominent act? For example, uh, Article 21, right to personal liberty. On that, the questions will be asked. Okay, the law part, the policy part. Okay, because we are not there, we won't be. They're not training us. They're not. It's not an exam for the no edit. It's not exam for the reporting. It's not exam for news reading and all. It's an exam for the public. We have to become the public servant. So the issues which are related to the public service, public administration, so will be important for your studies. Okay, once done the front page. Next, a national news. Okay, the national news, for example, if there is a constitutional issue, there's a constitutional issue or the issue related to federalism. Recently, the VG Ramji bill has been introduced into the parliament, replacing the MG Narega bill. Okay, so such kind of bill have a greater impact in the cooperative federalism because it has increased the share of state. Initially, MG Narega was solely contributed, all the expenditure was provided by the center, but now the information, sorry, now all the expenditure of 10% is been transferred to the state. So this has called it has been added to the burden on the state expenditure. Okay, so such kind of news, if you find, then you should for sure use that. You should and not one thing, when you're reading such kind of news, center state, you will also find the news of politics there. If the like there is a always the polity and economy are interrelated. Okay, when in an economy, when you will be seeing that a political party having some claim, okay, they will be pointing out the issue of federalism. You should not consider the statements made by them. You should consider the policy, means how the federalism are impacting. If they are talking, if they are mentioning, raising the issue of federalism, the concept of federalism should be considered. The statements, the statements made by that political party should not be considered. Why? Because the public servant is always neutral. Okay, the neutrality is the essential moral, the essential quality and character of the public servant. Okay, so the whenever you are reading newspaper, you should avoid the political radical statements, radical articles, which is having biased judgment. Okay, even in editorial also, you will find some biased judgment. You should avoid such kind of articles, even though it is editorial section. Editorial section is very, very important for reading. But if you find there is a biasness in the judgment, if there is a biasness in the conclusion, you should avoid such kind of editorial. Extract the information, do not copy paste. Okay, so if you find any initiative of the governments related to e-governance, okay, related to public grievances redressal, if you find a welfare schemes, okay, so you need to note out the year in which it is launched, the instead out of the ministry involved in launching such kind of which is responsible for such dispersal of that scheme, and how it's benefiting how it is impacting, what are sections, means is it addressing the vulnerable sections properly means what? No, don't be means no, don't be like walk on without data. You should be very specific about the data. Some people is not allowed. You cannot use it. Some people has been, some vulnerable section has been benefited. No, you should not such kind of words. 30% of the vulnerable section, the data as per the NFSH, means National Family Health Survey. Okay, as you should cite a data. Based upon that, you should mention the data. So and so institute has research, as per their research itne percent, so and so percent has of the section has been benefited from the scheme. Okay, so data plays a very, very important role, provided you should be selecting the right source. Okay, you should not cite a data which is from a unrecognized organization. Okay, then if there is an article related social issue, point it out. Okay, education, you should compulsory. Education means, for example, recently there has been a leak of the news in NEET paper. There has been the issue of NEET paper leak. Okay, the issue of the CBSE, the issue of CBSE paper correction or online paper correction. So instead of pointing out what are the political parties involved, who are the stakeholders involved directly, you should be identifying the neutral stance. Means as a policy maker, if you're a policy maker, if you're a public servant, what are the dimensions you will be addressing? Okay, if that dimensions is connected through that article, then you should consider that article. Okay, then again the health. Then, for example, if we have example like women reservation, Digital India program, NEP, census, and for now, let me add one point like SIR. It's going on right now. Okay, like SIR. Again, we have tribal issues. Okay, we have tribal issues or issues related to the distribution of land, ownership of land. If there is a issues related to tribal issue, for example, the Manipur crisis. Okay, Manipur crisis, the policy, what are the articles, what are the laws which are responsible. For example, the state emergency was applied to. The state emergency was declared in the Manipur. So, what are the articles? What are the policy which are responsible for the accommodating for administrating such issues? Okay. So this is what, if such kind of articles will be there, you should again pick that, not just directly reading, just pick that articles. Okay. If you have seen the just in a first and second instance, first we have done the front page, then we have national issues. Again, we have again separate page for national issues also. Okay, we go through the front page, everything is in a brief, and the national news page, you have again the detailed study of all this news. So this will be what kind of, if we have seen this, so lot of information we will be collecting from these sources. It will be useful for the GS2. Okay, essay. You are supposed to write a comprehensive essay. Only 2 essay you are supposed to write. A very comprehensive essay. So for that, the in data can be collected from this national news, and as well as interview. Interview is your personality test. Okay, so when you're speaking, when you're talking to the interviewer, and when you're citing the information, when you have, they will be analyzing how attentive you are with the current trends, current affairs. Okay, so it's not just mugging up the fact, it's living the thoughts. You are analyzing the reason, analyzing the situation. Again, it's not a newspaper reading, it is analyzing. So when you're analyzing, you're actively furnishing, you're actively processing the information, so that when you're doing that, you will have so much lots of points which you can mention, which you can discuss in an interview. Okay, interview, again I want to say, it's not just a question answer session, it is the discussion type. Okay, so in GS1, it will be useful for GS1, essay, and the interview. Okay, so here we arrived at the here we arrived at the master, or we can say the the hero of the newspaper. For if, for example, one day you're not able to come get time to read a newspaper, then even though you're supposed to go through this section, which is editorial section, okay? Even though you're not able, you're sick, you're not able to give time. If you're going to the tour, don't go to for this at least 1 year. Means give some time for the preparation, because this year it has been very, if you're giving time for the UPSC will be giving time for you. Okay, so give time for the studies, don't from here and there. Okay, if it's very important, then you can go. But for example, you're not able to make the day, where you're not able to study anything on that day, worst condition, very very worst condition, you're not able to touch the book. In that situation also, you're supposed to read this editorial page. Okay, it will just take 15 to 20 minutes. You just need to give only 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, for the editorial page, because this is basically not the news. This is not the news. This is editorial. It means what? The news which has been happened in the preceding day, preceding week. Okay, on which the experts will give their opinion. The editorial is provided by the newspaper, means newspaper, whatever the newspaper is there, they will provide editorial. They will have their own, based upon the agenda, based upon the objectives, based upon the aim of the newspaper company. There is an article on the left side, when the editorial page will be there. Okay, so then the left side, wait, let me see, right and right hand. Yes, left and right are both same thing. So in the, no, it's not it. So on the left side, in your side, when you open the page, the left side, you will have a vertical section, a long vertical section. It is called editorial. So editorial is written by the newspaper company, the editor. And after that, you will have an opinion page. Okay. you will have opinion page. So basically the opinions will add value to your mains preparation. Okay, you must do this. Okay, I'm giving 4 stars, 5 stars. If you're not able to study anything, at least you should read a newspaper on that. That too, the editorial should be compulsory. Do not memorize the opinion. Opinion is subjective. Okay, everyone has their own opinion based upon their background, based upon their exposure of the life. Everyone has their own opinion formed. Based upon that opinion, the article will be there. So instead of memorizing the opinion, what should be done? So instead, what you should do, you should identify the problem. Okay, you should identify what is the problem. Okay, what is the problem? What is the reason behind that problem? How it is impacting the nation? Okay, how it is impacting the nation? How it is impacting the locality? Okay, in which it is. What is the what are the steps government has taken? Okay, can you see? Just not a problem, reason, and impact. The government steps, what the government initiative which has been taken. We can also add that there sometimes they also give some examples of the international examples. Okay, what international examples, or for the like the initiatives. The initiatives undertaken by foreign countries, the same issues. Okay, the such same kind of issue is has been arise. Some how the foreign countries have dealt with it. Some model steps. Okay, so that is also mentioned sometimes. So what are the key challenges in tackling that issue, and what is the way forward? Okay, so way forward is like a cherry in the top of your answer. You're writing an answer, and if you're able to address this all issues, like this all subparts, problems, reasons, impacts, government steps, challenges, way forward. If you are gathering this content from the editorial, again, you're not reading each and every point. It means you're not at all. You're not reading each and every point. You're extracting the information. Okay, you're extracting the information. Just you're extracting the information. You're not at all just copying the content from the editorial and pasting into your notes. Here is one sort of example. If there is an article related to water scarcity, then what you should do? You should have the templates like this. Yes, this is issue. This is a issue related to water crisis. What are the causes which has been pointed out? Like climate change, groundwater depletion, urbanization. Okay. What is the key impact? Okay. So we have agriculture. It will be having impact on agriculture. Okay. It will impact the productivity of agriculture. It will impact the health. Okay. If there is a scarcity of water, obviously, like mm, water scarcity will have the impact on, like we basically the live in, wait. So, okay. So, because of water scarcity, because of groundwater depletion, urbanization, climate change, there is a not complete availability for clean water. Okay. If there is scarcity of water, some section of society may be forced to access the unclean water, which will also impacting the health. Okay. Then again, it will having an impact on economy. Here we can see the agriculture and economy are very closely related. When there is a decrease in agriculture activity, when there is a decrease in agriculture productivity, it will have a multiplier effect. It will have multiplier effect which will impact the economy at a larger scale. Okay, so this is how the water scarcity is impacting, the productivity will increase. Even the industrial sector like coal, okay, the coal and electricity production, they are highly dependent on the water. The nuclear energy production also dependent on the water. Okay, so for that, it will impact, the water scarcity will be impacting the economy at a larger scale. So what can be the possible solution? Okay, what can be the possible solution? Rainwater harvesting, water budgeting. Okay, water budgeting means how much water is incoming, how much water has been, means a budget that how we are managing the water. Okay, uh, we have community participation, how the different community can come together to clean the ponds, to clean the pollution into the rivers, and make the water accessible to all. Okay, so community participation and way forward, the integrated water management resources. Okay, so if you see, the water is not the resources such as water, which is not like a, which is not a private property. Okay, it's not a private property, so that's why it should be regulated by the state. It comes under the public management, public administration. Okay, so that's why we are discussing this all points. The climate change, we have, how are the major causes, what should be the way forward, because water is not a private property, because it's a state subject. Okay, that's why the integrated water management should be conducted. Okay, so if you see this particular point, you will be extracting from what? The newspaper. You will be seeing when you are reading the editorial, just summarizing the content. You're just taking the juice out of it, making the juice out of it, and just putting it, making these templates. Okay, then making it this kind of templates. Then again, if you feel that no, there can be one more cause which can be added, which with climate change, urbanization, obviously the pollution. Okay, urbanization and the pollution. Pollution is also the cause of water scarcity, because the water which is available, it is being polluted. If it is being polluted, obviously, then the available water, even though we are getting plenty amount of rain, we will again uh, be left with less amount of water. Okay, so why this the climate? Why this water scarcity will be coming? Because of climate change, like El Nino effect. Okay, El Nino effect, because of the low rainfall. Okay, so this kind of issues. So because of the El Nino, there might be an article related to water scarcity. Okay, this kind of article, again, at the end of the day, means at the end of the video, we will seeing that I have not read the newspaper for the today. So when I'm going to read the newspaper, you will see, and in real time I will be just sorting of the thing and just pointing out how you will be, means just not reading the newspaper, it will analyze and use the information for your studies, how you can do that. Okay, so this again becomes the 10 marker answer. Then we have arrived at then we have arrived at our economic section. Okay, then we have arrived at our economic section, where we go, there's I have seen when interacting with many candidates that most of the students, they have issue with the economy. Okay, because economy, the language is very technical. It's very technical in nature. You have so much of information. We have some sort of public offering in the news. If you're reading newspaper, you have some sort of public offering, some country, some market movements has been mentioned. So when you're reading the newspaper, you need to understand that if there is only one page in the economy section. Okay, for the economy section, there is only one page provided. So in which you will have some stock related information. Please don't read that stock related information, because it won't be very important for your preparation. Okay, it's not at all important. If you find any information related to stocks, market, and all, just cut it off, strike it off. So what are the information that you should consider is, if any policy provided, if RBI has launched any new initiative. Okay, for example, there is an article related to e-currency, repo rate issue. Okay, if the repo rate has been increased, decreased, if the monetary policy committee, MPC, has I had conducted a meeting. So the information related to MPC will be given. The inflation every 4 months, every 4 months you will have this inflation report. Okay. Then any information about the GDP growth, if IMF or a WHO or any country, foreign country, or not foreign country, the international organization or India is giving any uh, data about the GDP, fiscal deficit, budget, taxation, banking, manufacturing. If you observe again, this all that syllabus. Okay, if you are clearly analyze, if you clearly see, these topics are the part of the syllabus of economy, Indian economy. Okay, it's a part of the Indian economy. These are part of what Indian economy. So if you have read the syllabus thoroughly, you will be knowing this. What are the topic can be related to it. So that's what the for the first step. What we have done is reading the syllabus, being thorough with the syllabus. Okay. Next comes the international relations. You don't need to invest so much amount in the international relation, but when you are reading, put a quality time on it. If you are reading information related to international relation, we give a quality time to it, because you don't have a like in our in our like in a syllabus, they are just given template that the international relation, bilateral relation, multilateral relation. They're not mentioning that specific which country you are supposed to read. Okay, in which in relation to specifically with this country, specifically BRICS, specifically WTO, specifically what they're not mentioning specifically only this. They're not made. Uh, they have not drawn a clear boundaries. Okay, so what you're supposed to do is when you are reading newspapers, then be thorough with the news. Be thorough with the news related to IR, international relation, because it's there in a GS2. Okay, it's there in GS2. The news which is only related to India, which is directly, indirectly impacting the India. For example, the Russia-Ukraine war has happened. If, if for just imagine a situation, for suppose the India was not an ally, if it's not a friend of Russia, then Russia-Ukraine war won't be very important for us. If the because of the war in between Russia and Ukraine, there is no any effect, there is no effect on the India, then obviously you should not consider that issue. Unfortunately, this is not the case in because we are in a globalized world. Any war between any country is going to impact our nation. It is impacting our country. But if, for example, if a country, if any, if like now because of Russia-Ukraine war, there has been instability in the global scenario, and that global scenario has directly impacted the oil prices of the country. Okay, for example, we have G20 meetings where India has put forward the proposal for the uh, inclusion of a South Africa as a member of G20. Okay, so that will add to the natural, will add to which will add to the list of countries, that what are the countries which are supporting it, which are in the support of India. Okay, if we are adding, we are thinking, we are talking about the positive part, also we need to talk about the negative part, that what are the countries which are naturally enemies, naturally enemies, like India, Pakistan, because of the border dispute, because of the historical factors. Okay, there are various issues. You need to go into the historical part of such. Recently we have Operation Sindhu. Okay, how there is a evolution of India's stance with Pakistan. Yesterday there was an article related to how should we again come neutralize our ties with the Pakistan. Okay, so if you see, you need to understand that when you're reading international relation, be thorough with it, but at the same time, you should be reading only the articles which are related to India only. If so, any article is there which not is not having the major impact on the Indian economy, then you should avoid it. Okay, provide, because you need to understand that as less information you will accommodate or as less information you will store, the more will you be able to write in the exam. The less is more. The less is more. Okay. Okay. So when you are having the any bilateral, multilateral agreement, you will see some kind of that recently now like this. Recently, you will see that the India Prime Minister has been met the Australian counterpart. Okay, so what are the key agreements they are talked about? Did they talk about the nuclear agreement? They how they are talking about the maritime security? Okay, so when you're reading about the international relation, be in touch or connect it with the geography. Okay, connect it with the geography. Do not omit the topic. Do not make a boundaries between two topics. If you're reading the international relation, connect it with the geography. If you're reading international relation, you're reading about the US, China, Japan, UN. Okay, we're reading about the India, where the important summit is being occurring. Okay, you need to go through the map of it. You need to go through the terrain. You need to go through the geographical location of the so and so. You need to go through the geographical location of that particular country, particular region. Okay, maybe it be a South Asian region. For example, BRICS countries there. What are the countries which come in the BRICS? Okay, what are the maps? What are the location for them? Okay, what are the region they are covering? What are the common parts? What are the common geographical condition between all of them? Okay, so in this way you will be knowing that how to interconnect. So when you're reading international relation, you will be having again revising the geography. Okay, now you're reading the international relation. It is a current topic, but again you have a static topic of the geography. Okay, then we have science and tech. If you have any information related to AI, quantum computing, ISRO, space mission, okay, biotechnology, cyber security, semiconductor defense, these are the topics which is again mentioned in their what syllabus. But whatever the syllabus is not sufficient, you should also consider the PYQs. Okay, so I just forgot to mention in the last video also in strategy 10-month strategy. I have forgot, means not forgot, means actually I have not highlighted the point that the PYQs is again plays a very important role in determining the destination of your answers. Why basically I have not pointed out the PYQs? Because in the recent prelims there has been an introduction of the new way where it's not directly connected to the PYQs. So I'm not pressing a lot to the PYQs. For now, if you're preparing for 2027, I still recommended doing the PYQs very thoroughly, because we don't know yet that what are the real means what. Yes, we have been with the prelims, but we don't know exactly what we will having for the mains. So till then, we cannot waste our time just thinking that should we do PYQs or should not. You should complete that part. You should complete that particular part. You should be thorough with the PYQs. Then once we get to in August when we have the mains exam, we will again get an idea that whether they are changing the pattern, whether how the status of the mains exam is there. So in this cycle, again, we have opportunity to assess ourselves, redefine our strategy. Okay. So I'm not pressing a lot on PYQs, but do not neglect it. Do it thoroughly. Okay. Do it thoroughly. Why? Because you should be able to address the question. You should be able to solve the question. So whatever information, whatever the sources we have, I called it arsenal yesterday, arsenals, they're the weapons. PYQ still holds, still have its relevance as the important weapon to our studies. Okay. So when you're reading science and tech, be thorough with the PYQs as well. And don't go to the random discoveries. Okay, the random discoveries, they're not important, because don't be too random. Yes, this year the paper was little bit random, but it doesn't mean that it will be for always. Okay, it won't be always. The randomness, what, like, you don't go through random, because when you're studying you should be consolidate your things. A randomness will won't help you in a long run. Okay, so when you're studying, try to correlate, try to make integrated study, comprehensive study. comprehensive study where you interrelate everything, you interconnect anything, okay? So that you will be having the more, you will have a ability to restore more information, put more information, write better in your exam. Then comes the environment part. We have the syllabus and PYQs through which you can refer, but the most important things you can highlight if we find information related to climate change like El Nino. There is a finding of any there is an article related to biodiversity, safety in situ, ex situ projects. Is there any committee? Okay. Then Gardigal commit some sort of articles related to Gardigal committee of the Western Ghats, protected areas, wildlife. Okay, if there is an article related to safeguarding the elephants, if elephant corridors, okay, and COP meetings. It's very, very important. Recently, we have seen that the President Trump, Mr. President Trump, has been he's not supporting the COP meetings. Okay, so and he's not supporting the meetings and agreements, the conference which are having which is preventing the extraction or exploitation of resources on the part of profit and sustainable goals. So the Mr. Trump, President Trump, we have seen that he is boycotting and not attending such kind of meetings. So you should be you will make an opinion that how it will be impacting the remaining part of the world, that if the leader or so such kind of, if I go on discussing all the video will become too much long. Let us keep it concise, that you should be very, very specific about using or extracting the information like COP meetings, national park. And one thing, you won't get everything at one day. Okay, one day you will be having the information related to wildlife. One day you have information related to national park, species. So you don't need to bother that so many topics are there. So should we and how we will remember so many topics. So if every day you will have some sort of information, next week you don't have that thing. So in this way, you will just furnish, you will extract the information and just store it for your further use. And again, we have some of the very important news like sports, cinema, crime, fashion, celebrity, advertisement. Okay, again, okay, horoscope is also there. Okay, horoscope is also there. Whether I am able to clear the civils or not. Let us see my horoscope. Okay, there is again a crosswords. It will take too much of time. Yes, I will recommend you to solve Sudoku every day. It is good for your CSAT. Okay, you will have that analytical ability. You will have that capability, problem solving skills. You will be having that, but don't go with crosswords. Waste of time. So when you have seen such kind of thing, just delete it. Okay, I'm just deleting this part. It doesn't come under use. So completely skip it. Completely skip it. Don't spend your time. If you now again you see when you are starting newspaper now, then you will see that you will find nothing in newspaper important. Okay, so let us just wait a minute. Wait a minute. There is some sort of technical issue with this. I'll figure out. Okay, so till now what we have learned is how to read a newspaper. Is when you are reading newspaper, you need to understand that it's not just reading, it's about extracting information. Okay, it's about extracting the information. It's about extracting the information, but not the reading. Okay. It's not the thing. Okay, so it's not just about reading, it's about extracting the information. So here. So when you are reading, follow one newspaper, okay? Be thorough with your syllabus, okay? Then read the front page. Start with the front page, okay? Start with the front page, sort out the national issues with the news which is related to national issues, and be thorough when you are when you are thorough with your syllabus, obviously you will having that what are the sub part you should address, what are the topics you should address, okay? How you will be having your perspective upon the articles, okay? You don't have the biased decision making, you won't have a biasness on any articles, you should be neutral while selecting any articles. And at the same time, you should be having like you should analyze it, like if it should be, if it's a problem, there is a reason behind it, find that reason, if the and their impact, okay? Government step, challenges, way forward, okay? Everything you will be sorting out from the editorial section, okay? What is editorial? It's not the news, it is the opinion, it is about comment what you have on the news which is happening in the preceding day, okay? And which it will for sometimes like the way forward which is given, you can use directly into your answers, okay? Sometimes that you can make a templates, you can make a specimen answer, you can make a specimen conclusion, you can make a specimen introduction, you can make a specimen points for the reasons, for the impact of some very common issue. For example, if there is a article on the women safety, women issues, okay? If there is an article on any natural disaster, its reasons, its impact, okay? How the government is taking working for it, okay? What are the challenges, okay? What can be the way forward, how the another the how are the initiatives given taken by the foreign countries which can be taken as models, okay? So when we are reading a newspaper, we need to analyze that point so that we won't save the is, am, are, the verbs, we will be saving the content like this, okay? You should make the summarized version of the article like this, okay? You see, we are not mentioning the problem is water scarcity, the issue is water scarcity, don't use EMR in your summary, just be specific issue, water crisis causes, climate change like El Nino, groundwater depletion, urbanization, okay? All this in this manner, okay? So it itself will make you, you know, when the people, when the person who has given the editor, they have did so much lots of research which you are not, which is not possible for you at this point of time to make. So the subject expert will be writing that editorial, okay? After the years of experience, they will be providing that editorial. If you are extracting information from that and writing it for your as your answer, then obviously you will be having and you will fetching the maximum marks out of your answer, okay? And again, I'm saying that you do not copy paste the whole article, do not completely you don't go in the flow with the opinion of the writer, be very neutral, be very specific about your data, be very specific about the source of data, okay? When you're reading the article related to economy, please avoid daily stock and anything. If there is a merger of one company to another, just don't just avoid it, provided if it is impacting the India's economy at a larger scale, that it is changing the phase of economy of India in short term and long term as well, then you should read it as theoretically, but not specifically that so and so because of so and so company it has happened. No, don't read that like. Be little bit means when you're studying the static part, you will having some sort of a static knowledge. Okay, if you're finding that in order to give a current touch to your static knowledge, if you find any current information to, you can just integrate that information with your static topic, but do not use unnecessary concept which will make your study complicated. Okay, keep it simple, keep it easy, keep it means you do it repeatedly, practice thoroughly, make it simple. Whenever when you are writing an answer, try to make it simple, just answer the and address the demand of question, don't make it over complicated, okay? It will put unnecessary burden on the natural flow of your brain, okay? Because this kind of exam is like a marathon, you need to take very good, you need to take care of the health of your brain. Even now I'm saying you should take care of your health of take good care of your brain. Yesterday I told, and tomorrow also I will be repeating the same thing, that you should take care of your the health of your brain, because after the when you dwell into such a deep study, you will find that you will not mentally in a stable position. Okay, you're like you will be means sometimes it feels not every time, but sometimes you will have instability, that insecurity. But take care of your health of take care of the health of your brain, because at the end of the day you are a human. You also deserve a care. Your brain also deserve a care. Okay, do thorough analysis, do very well studies, but be means because it's a this is not a sprint race, it's a marathon. So for the long run, your brain should be very much attentive, your brain should be healthy in order to grasp all the information. So next is like international relations. We have thought about how you should address that articles, how you will like in science and technology, you won't be going to each and every discovery which is given newspaper. You will just try to interrelated with the syllabus and the PYQs. Okay, PYQs will play very important role in science and technology and environment, because you don't have too much. You don't, if you have observed the PYQs, you don't see too much overlap with the syllabus. Means it is there, it is given, but the extent, the limit, the boundary of the question, the of the subject is not clearly drawn by the UPSC. So for that, you need to be very thorough with the PYQs of every subjects. Okay, then making the notes properly. For this topic, I think I need to make a second session for this. How we will making notes out of the newspaper. Okay. Until then, thank you so much for the day. I mean, not for the day, but for the video. Thank you so much for the video. Once I get, I will fix that issue of the newspaper. I'll come to the second part of the news. Okay, how to make the notes out of the newspaper so that you can preserve it till the exam. Okay, so that you can, how you can use it for the exam, so how you can write in the exam. Okay, so how, so whenever as I told, if you are giving 1 minute, if you're giving 2 minutes, give it completely. Okay, with completely full and full focus. If you are giving 1 minute, 10 minutes, you don't need to study whole day. Full day, if you're giving your time, you will get exhausted, you will get a burnout. Okay, but if you're giving a quality time, okay, we have a maintain good lifestyle, good, have a physical uh, care, physical care for your physical health, have a care for your mental health, do meditation and all. Okay, then try to revise more. Okay, so once I get fix this issue of my PDF view, then I will make the second part of the video too. Until then, thank you for the video. Thank you so much.